this is the end. Yo, what are we doing today, man?
Today we are... What are we doing today? Today we have the first call in our community. I think about a week ago we decided we're sick of waiting. We've been meaning to launch this community for videographers. You know, we thought we need like VSL, landing page, course modules, all this shit. But anyway, we got sick of that, so we just decided to launch it in a day. Posted the story. We published the school community. You didn't even post anything. But we got like 3 people to respond to that story, so we're gonna have a call with them. We also gotta do some outreach.
Amazing.
Gonna send some messages to some good people in Dubai.
How do you know they're good people?
They got money.
And you really want to know how. You know, how can I blaze my own path? How can I be successful? How can I follow the path that someone else has laid for me to be successful?
Sitting on deuces while the blunt burn. Still raping rap music cause I want more. All money in, it's just us four. It's just copyists, it's hobby, it's just rip off.
Finished up recording some outreach messages here. So about 30 Dubai-based entrepreneurs that we're gonna hit up. If you're thinking, oh no, you're a 3K a month, you're too good for outreach. Trust me, you're not. Even at the highest level, you still do outreach, and it's fine. Let's see what Matis is doing.
You wanna see what the 20K per month diet looks like? Absolutely dial the fuck in, guys. I thought this was normal.
No.
This is breakfast, bro.
You know, something that I was thinking about yesterday was my ICP and, you know, who I'm making these vlogs for. How do I talk to the camera? What content, what type of content do I show? And this whole vision for my personal brand in 2026. The conclusion that I came to was that I should probably not do a ton of strictly educational content, such as my first video. I should instead do more of these kind of founder, builder vlogs, because fundamentally I have 2 ICPs in my audience and they're quite different, but the vlogs are what both of them would want to watch and enjoy watching. So first I have aspiring videographers, agency owners who want to hit their first 10, 20K months, and it's like super inspiring content to them, and I can help them, educate them, and also promote my school community. The other ICP would be the potential agency clients. These guys are entrepreneurs, right? And they would obviously probably enjoy also watching another entrepreneur build their business. So one huge advantage that I would have against any other videographer is that when an entrepreneur looks at me, he does not see a videographer, he sees another entrepreneur, so he can relate much more to me. And by doing these vlogs, you know, where I'm building my business, where I'm showing you the behind the scenes of my entrepreneurial journey, where I'm showing you how I'm building the course community program thing, where I'm showing you how we're building up this agency. That is the solution that I have found to the 2 ICP issue, which has always been a big issue for me in my personal brand. Because how do I talk to the videographers who are behind me? And how do I at the same time talk to the potential clients who might hire me? So the whole idea with these vlogs is going to be documenting the journey to 100K a month in 2026. Because, you know, we were in one of these calls with another mentor of ours. He's already a very, very, very successful videographer. He's got an agency. He's doing, I believe, about $60,000 a month. He's done $100,000 a month. And one of his biggest regrets, perhaps the biggest regret, is that he never documented the process. He strongly, strongly, strongly encouraged us to document everything. And I already regret that I did not document last year, that I did not document my journey from 0 to 10K a month. Do you know what's happening in half an hour? In less than half an hour, actually, 20 minutes.
I do, I'm aware.
Yes, so we're gonna have the coaching call, the first coaching call. We have 3 guys pulling up. I am excited. Prepared a little speech for them.
You've prepared a speech, bro.
I have a topic that I want to rant about a little bit, and to introduce the little tracking spreadsheet that we're gonna have.
Have you finished the tracking spreadsheet?
Yes, it took me 2 minutes.
Fire. That's fire.
That's why it's called a minimum viable product. We're gonna do a much, much fancier, much more beautiful tracking system for all these student results. Someday. These fucking people keep revving the engines all night. So many boats out here, it's crazy. But that's Dubai for you. How are you doing? Did she let you join this call? I'm surprised. Aren't you supposed to be on a date or something? How do they convert from the test shoot to the retainer? How often? On the one side, no competition. On the other side, it's not proven. Is cinematics even the right thing to do for them? Is it the best way to get results for them? Is it the best way to get sales for them? Because the results are what matter the most. So, first call is done.
Bro,
How do you feel?
well, you can't catch me eating like that, bro.
Bro, that was amazing.
That was fun, you know. I like that. Well done, well done. Good shit. It went quite well, to be fair. A bit more actually better than expected. Bro, what is this angle, bro? I think these guys will do very well. I see a lot of potential.
For sure, these guys have a very bright future. We're trying to increase their vibrational frequency. Latvia, I think it gets to them. But we're trying to reflect our Dubai energy.
I think that's a lot. I think that's very important, you know, for them to just join in and experience like the kind of level of thinking that we're on.
Yeah.
That just helps them realize, okay, we probably need to think like this if we want to get to this, you know. So
Just being around guys who have made it, made it to
it
Dubai.
very significantly, relatively made it. Yeah, but it was fun. It was very insightful to also hear some like feedback on the community and stuff like that, and it's just good to see that this is also moving, you know, because we've been procrastinating with launching a community for quite a while.
Yeah, this is the kind of mentality you need. You just put out MVP, boom, 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 move fast, break shit. Some people would think, oh, only 2 people showed up to the call. Oh, that's crazy bad. We're like, fuck no, that's great.
Fucking two whole people, bro.
It's practice.
Showed up.
It's practice. It's good fucking practice for us, and like we're getting data.
It was certainly a good first call, but now we're gonna be focusing a bit more on this and actually getting a bunch of more content out,
Especially
prioritizing
on YouTube.
that, definitely on YouTube as well, to just get this community motion going. So,
Good morning.
good morning.
What's going on today?
What we doing? I don't know, bro. I just woke up and I'm feeling
This guy just woke up and he's feeling
sick.
Feeling
As in
sick.
the best way possible, bro. I'm feeling
Sick
like
of
it's
it.
gonna be a fucking banger day, bro.
It is a Sunday today. It was Valentine's Day yesterday. It was Saturday.
We had a call on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Here's some game for you lot. If you're young, if you're hungry, ambitious, screw Valentine's Day. Hustle hard on Valentine's Day. It's the best feeling.
Exactly. And then you go outside and you rethink your life choices.
This guy, bro. I don't know what you're on about. All I saw was some Ferraris and some shit like that. What's the realistic timeline for a Ferrari? Is it end of this year? I think it's a bit pushing it. But the vision, regardless if it's this year or sometime next year, is to have a Ferrari in our early 20s. Bro, no. I think we keep that. That's so fucking funny. That's so funny.
The editor is putting so much goofy shit into the previous vlog from the previous day when I was not serious because I didn't think any of it would be used. I was just like relaxed, like off camera. Like no one's gonna use this shit. And the editor puts all the goofy shit into the vlog and then this guy is like laughing his ass off and he loves it.
It's so
And
funny.
he does not want to take it out. I hope you've seen the vlog so you know what we're talking about here. So today is a very exciting day because I have just joined Time to Build by Tom Noski. This is a program to help you develop your info offer. I've been following Tom for about a year or two. It's been quite a while. I've been eyeing this program, thinking of maybe joining it, and I was going to join this cohort starting in February. The only problem was the apartment payment, which would have made the $6,000 ticket for the cohort a bit hard to do. But actually, Tom just happened to drop the price a week ago to $200 a month, which is an insane move, but I've actually thought about it and it kind of makes sense. This fucking guy.
I've come to break your flow.
Ranting to the camera, and this guy comes in.
What were you ranting to the camera
I
about?
was talking about joining the program.
Oh, that's funny. You want to go for a walk?
So, as I was saying, he dropped the price from 6K to 200 per month, which made it a lot more accessible for us this month. So we joined. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm from Dubai Billionaire Base, my brother. Where are you from?
These guys. Anyway, so as I was saying, the price was dropped to 200 a month, and that actually makes a lot of sense. You know, in the beginning you think he's crazy for dropping it from like 6K to 200. How is he going to make any money? But the thing is, he's going to do a lot more volume, because previously the limit was 80 people per whole cohort. Right now it's just going to be open all the time, going to be no limit on people, because if you think about it, like if he gets 1,000 people, which is quite doable, even 2,000 people is quite doable, with his 500,000 audience, which is growing aggressively, he's going to do so much more volume that is going to make up for it. And it's going to be very steady, it's going to be recurring. It's not going to be like one-time payments of 6K, it's going to be 200 every month, with, I assume, pretty good retention and LTV. Because think about it, if he makes, if he does 1,000 people at 200 a month, that is 200,000 a month without having to do any webinars, without having to do, you know, sales calls or any of that, or having to manage a sales team. Kind of reframes low ticket offers, because at 200 this is a low ticket offer. You know, me and Mattis, we've been very focused on high ticket offers and making all the money there because the margins are so great and such. But kind of puts the low ticket offers in a fresh new light, and maybe we don't have to do high ticket only. Maybe low ticket is also quite valid. Anyway, something to think about for the future.
I think low ticket is a good idea as long as the audience grows and we keep printing followers.
The only thing with low ticket is that you have to do big numbers on the inputs, so like big audience. But that is something that we can solve, audience size. You know, one of the biggest things that was limiting us in the beginning when we were considering starting this was having to film all the course modules. Such a pain having to figure out all the course in the beginning. But now, instead of doing that, we have just launched it with nothing, literally nothing on the school community. We just started doing weekly calls and we're gonna flesh things out. And already we're starting to drop all kinds of sauce in the community, add to it all these kinds of tools and modules. So the other day we dropped in the actual outreach videos that we're sending to entrepreneurs in Dubai, so that people can see and learn from that. We also did what? We had one of our students, we asked one of our students to drop his lead kind of aggregation tool with AI that he does, that gets him a very high volume of leads that he can outreach to.
The easiest outreach lead pretty much collector ever, bro. A simple prompt, and all you do is just put that into Gemini, you just prints leads.
It's amazing, and we weren't
so
even doing that. Another tool that we're going to drop in there is our AI scripting guidelines. So the kind of scripting framework that we feed into AI, I just overhauled this the other day, and we're going to drop that into the community. And there's another tool. Anyway, I joined Tom's community. We joined Tom's community, right. So Time to Build, amazing program. As the intro, one of the intros that you have to do is set your 1-year goals, 12-month goals. Have to articulate them quite precisely. And yes, so I was looking at other people's answers, because this is a public answer that you give. And one of the guys had dropped in his 10-year goals, which is something that I've been thinking about. You know, it's the beginning of the year, so I have been thinking about a lot of these goals and such. And the 1-year goals, that's already very clear for me. There's not much that needs to be added there. But the 10-year goals, in my mind, you know, I was thinking, this is something very valuable. This is something that I had many years ago. When I was a teenager, I had some kind of 10-year goals, because it helps you to think long-term. So I started thinking about my 10-year goals. And I came up with some 10-year goals. You want to hear them? I want to do 1 million a month. $1 million. I'm honestly not decided whether I set the $1 million a month goal or do I set the 100 million net worth a goal, right? So the net worth will probably be harder. It'll definitely be harder. But 1 million a month, yeah, for sure. 1 million a month, that seems, it kind of seems too close. Like, if that shit takes me 10 years to do, like, what the fuck? You know? if we're planning to do 100K this year,
Sure, that's like another year of 10x.
and this would be our second year in a row of 10x's if we pull that off. So it would theoretically be only, you know, another year or two of a 10 to do the next 10x. Yeah, it's too easy.
Too small.
Anyway, there were some other goals. One of them was buying an RB17, basically a hypercar from Red Bull. And the last one of those to sell went for around $7 million or something like that. So that is not even Bugatti money, that's a bit more than Bugatti money.
Proper steep, bro.
That is proper steep. Anyway, I would like one of those. What else? So two more goals. I want to have an MMA fight, semi-professional with a proper fight camp and everything. Though I don't necessarily have to go pro with MMA because It's a bit of a time sink. I just want to have a real fight, to experience that, to go through the experience, to go through the difficulty, all the psychological shit. I want to go through it. I want to have that checked off within 10 years, because realistically, in 10 years I'm going to be 33. I'm probably not going to do it between 33 and 43. And the final goal, and honestly the most important goal, is just starting a family. I would like to have my first couple of kids within the next 10 years. Get married by perhaps 27, I think that would be good. I'm not a big fan of this idea of getting married late, like at your peak. So it's just too much gap, too much distance, and you don't grow together, right? I think it's more valuable to grow together than to just like maximize your own value on the dating market.
And then we'll get started. Convenient timing for this call. Why is that, Hussein? Whereabouts are you? Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next week. Catch you soon.
So,
That's the ending of the meeting. Are you documenting me documenting myself to the camera?
yes, the first call is done. It was very exciting. What did we learn? Tell me.
I think a lot of it just comes down to, it's not like this is groundbreaking, like new information. What it is about, in my opinion, is just kind of getting the confirmation to implement everything, you know. It's like, it was cool to be able to ask these questions in person and get a proper answer, like directly. Okay, it's like you can always estimate from free content that, okay, I should be doing this, but then you get an answer like, bro, you should do this. It's like, oh shit, well, okay, my estimations were right, so I might as well do it, you know. So
Yeah. I think
clarity
these
has
calls
been
are
made.
great for providing clarity.
What did you learn? Putting bro on the spot.
I was supposed to learn something.
I like the idea. He showed the graph. I don't know if I have a screenshot. I think I actually took a screenshot of it. So essentially, that's a graph with, this is the empty boxes are the content that you need to be posting, and the red boxes are the needle moving things. But you're not going to get to the red boxes unless you're going to post this. So regardless of what type of content you end up posting on a daily basis, if you are not willing to go through the content that is not going to perform, you're not going to get to these couple of pieces which are going to be the life-changing type of content, you know. So
This is what I was talking about in the podcast, about maximizing the amount of shots you take. Taking them as fast as possible, as many as possible, for as long as possible. You know what's another important
Feels
habit
real.
that I've gotten into a very, very good groove with? Over the past week, or maybe even 10 days or so, I have spoken to the camera about 9 out of 10 days. I did skip
10
one.
days.
I did skip one.
Do you also review your speakings?
Yes, I edit like my vlogs. I edit them same day, basically. Like in the evening, I put together the footage that I filmed that day, put it all in the week in the live vlog. So even in this vlog, if I publish it the way I think I'm gonna publish it, you can probably notice a significant improvement in the way that I'm speaking right now versus at the beginning of this video. So I'm literally improving within the YouTube
How many
video.
days are in this YouTube vlog?
I think it's 3 days at this point or so.
3 days.
That is how fast the progress happens in the beginning.
Yes, that is in fact the case. So just a matter of being on camera more, yapping more. Mix the vodka with some Sprite, turn into lemonade. Too many bitches on my line, I need some pepper spray.